So here we are arriving at the track. It's my little setup, 10 miles to the gallon. Did have some cotton fields right before you get to the track. I think you got one right turn here, and then we'll be there. So I got all parked. Pretty much the only person here, especially at this area here, the only person. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I get on the mountain bike, just biking part of the track. I only got about 1.8 miles covered because you can see where the sun's getting ready to go down. But this is a cool little pine thicket, but you never could get any flow in here because you're having to like go from one row to the next, and super tight. So this is me pretty much coming back up the hill, running out of daylight. Got to go still get the camper and all set up for night and cooking. And but this was a great spot. I picked it it's kind of at the top of a little hill. It's flat. It's perfect. But that's the pre-ride. This is the next morning when I wake up, and this is the smoothie I always make, like 7 days a week. This is my breakfast. I can put a link or a description of what all's in it if anybody's interested. But this is something that my coach, Ben Greenwood, talks about in his podcast. Is, smoothies. And this is the next morning. Pretty much going to go bike some more of the track just to see more of it. I've only seen like 1.8 miles. It's 6 and change long. This is called Briar Creek, and those are the briars that are everywhere. They're horrible. This is pretty much where I went on my mountain bike. It's the field section they had. So there's 2 different areas where you could get into 4th gear. I think 47 miles an hour. It's as fast as I got, but that was pretty fun. So here is Todd and Terry Fidler. They're here, kind of the guys that I practice with at my house. And when I do come to races, we try to park next to each other and compare stories afterwards, that type thing. So, but I'm getting ready to ride up to the start line here. My daughter always rides on the back of the 4-wheeler, so we've got some footage here with her holding her camera up behind me, just riding to the start line. That's what this is here. Maybe put it on 0.5. This is a small series of Southern Routes. There's only 31 people that showed up today, so in this race I wound up getting 9th place out of 31 people, which is good for me. But I know a lot of these people in this series that I've just known them for years. Brian Schrantz has the OFR Power Sports set up here on the right. And he's got pretty much anything you need: goggles, camelbacks, gloves, sprockets, chains, all kind of stuff. And Ryan Thornton, who runs this series, I've known him for years. So this is real cool. This is my first race at Southern Routes. Here's the start. This is actually my buddy Todd Fidler in pro. One other person in pro. She got the whole shot on him. She winds up beating him. This is Terry Fidler in my class, started before me. I botched the start. So anyways, chased him for a little while, kept up with him for a couple miles, and clipped a tree, stalled him. That's the last time I ever saw him. But that's another view of those briars. This is the first time I come into this field section, and I think we're supposed to go right here. So I start to go right, and then the arrows are actually pointing left. So I knew after this lap what to do here. But this is right in here is where we get up in that fourth gear. Pretty fast speeds. Here's Todd coming through the straightaway on lap 1. That was our other fast section. So this is Terry Fidler. By a long shot. I think he got 3rd overall on the day out of 31. And then this is me. And this is the first lap, so I'm just kind of taking more speed through here on the rest of the laps. This is a tight woods section. Pretty much second gear through all of this, like the whole day. Bounce off a couple trees here on camera. Very tight course. This is by the start line. It's coming to scoring. This person here, I have to. Wish I had already looked his name up, but he was on me all day long, back and forth. Eventually passed me. It's a lot of speed through here. You'll see me come through here. I'm not near that fast. That's too and then this is me coming through. Honestly, one of the main things I focus on when racing is just staying safe. Go sketchy fast anywhere, risk hurting myself. I just try to keep a consistent pace, and this guy was on me, so I'm going to let him, once we go through scoring, I was going to let him go by, but there it looks like they were swapping riders, and they were really fast. The guy who swaps with catches right up there. I think this is the last lap. I'm going through that field section one last time. And there I am at the finish. It was cool because this race, like, no mud. Pretty much don't even have to wash the four-wheeler when I get home. I'm making this video the day after the race, and I'm really sore. But this was a good race for me. 9th out of 31.